It's KUYA, y'all. Let's get straight to this. Today I'll be talking about artists that have inspired me. Let's get to know KJ. This is the Get to Know KJ series. And let me talk to y'all, guys. So, artists that have inspired me, I can say many artists that I've listened to have inspired me musically, verbally, with lyrics. They've also helped me identify what kind of sound that I'd like to make, becoming an artist with my own implications of how I share my music, my lyrics, most importantly, because that's what most people listen to these days. They listen to a lot of verbal music. If you are part of the few people who listen to music without verbal, I'd say like score music or instrumental that kind of music, I am also that type of person who loves that kind of music, but I do listen to a lot of verbal music as well, majority of the time. So let's get straight into the artists that have inspired me, guys. Michael Jackson, as you already know, has generally inspired me with music as a whole and creativity, with the passion of art form of dance and body movement, as you know I've mentioned before. And he's genuinely brought the music to life. When I first listened to him, the music, he brought the rhythm and the melody and all that to life. And the diversity in his music really just shows how broad his style is. He's not just pop, he's got that soul to him. So I can't really put my words on, but wow. Moving forward, Eminem, as you know, has inspired me with lyricism and with intentions and messages in music, how we can portray what we want to share in the music with lyrics, and that has really held a huge impact on me on growing as an artist with lyricism, writing, sharing poetry, all that kind of stuff, story written lyrics and all that. And now going to Chris Brown. Chris Brown has inspired me with his expression, his emotion in his vocals, in his lyricism, how he I had it in my mind the other day, but how he projects it, how he expresses it basically in the form of bringing it out into the music, being recorded. I've lost the word for it, but don't worry. But yeah, on that topic, I've learned making my own sound, my own voice with the lyrics and expressing that. And I'm still trying to figure out that word, but I just don't know it yet. I'm trying to remember it. But yeah, Ayaz and Chris Brown and a whole bunch of other artists that I can't even think in my mind right now because of how diverse inspiration has had over me over all these years. But I could leave like a lot of names in the description, but whew, let's just keep it as this, and I'll probably leave it for another video to go into the whole depth of all the artists that I've listened to. But I don't really have to go into all of that. So into the next case, I'd like to also mention what also stirred me. It wasn't just the artists, but I would say they're artists because they're creative as well. The producers, right? Michael Jackson's, Eminem's, Chris Brown's, Ayaz, Lecrae, Andy Mineo, KB, Derek Minor, every single artist's producers, the producers have really shown the variety of music in my life, and they have expressed so much creativity. It's sparked inspiration and encouragement in my own sort of growth as a musician who would like to not just do lyricism, but the musical side of stuff where it gets so creative and overwhelming, flourishing, expressive, emotional. That's where it really pulls through, and the productions I've heard over all these years is astounding. I would say it's incredible, it's remarkable, and it's really just shown me how far musicians have come, and we can take it so much further. Like, there's certain places where you might see repetition, and that's where certain outlets might want to let you see what they want you to see. But if you explore the internet in all kinds of diversity of music genres, wow, music has widely grown today, indeed, in different areas, yes, of all kinds and sorts. And I've got my list here, so don't mind me if I'm reading it. Ayers, of course, as you know, has inspired me with the melody that got stuck in my head. I had to make that reference. Not only did he inspire me with that song, Replay, right? He inspired me when I mentioned in the previous video, I'll leave a description in the description. He inspired me to started songwriting at that time when Replay came out, and I was like, ooh! So I decided to pursue music with that. With all those inspirations coming through. Whew, yeah. And it really helped my growth as a musician. I might not be considered a verified musician, as people would say these days, but I'm a musician that's growing and learning from other artists. I've learned to figure out some of the industry. Now I just have to get out there into the industry. I don't want to stay in the industry. I'm a person who's more like outside the industry box standard of all sorts, you could say. But you'll figure me out as you get to know my artist career and music and creativity as I slowly let it out there. Slowly let it out there. Lecrae. Alright, so let's get... Lecrae inspired me. Oh my gosh. Whew. This is where it gets deep. Where are all these notifications coming from? I'm sorry, YouTube. Lecrae, right? The power of the word is important. And let me just quickly notify that God is the word and the word is God. Ooh, I had to. Praise the Lord. So, the power of words in music, where Lecrae took it, really just stung my heart, really convicted me, really brought me to the reality of coming to God closer and growing my personal growth with Him. And wow, it's really left a mark, a huge mark, and a turning point in what I listen to. And I would say often at times I stray away from, excuse me, some gas. I never usually have this, but yeah, I would stray away from what some people may say secular music and Christian music, but let's not go into the labelism here. I don't want to get into that mess of sorts. In that sense, that really, those times where I just phased in, phased out, listening to Christian secular, it has left me in a balance of just being appreciative of music in a general, genuine, respectful standard, if I'm keeping it in the right mindset here. But also, I have to be careful, and we have to be careful with what we feed and listen upon with our lives and how we choose to listen to music, because music can really have a huge impact on your life, as you know. It can make you depressed, it can make you sad, it can make you emotional, it can make you excited, it can feel loved, it can make you feel blessed, it can make you feel so all kinds of emotions and overwhelm you. That's the power of music, and that's what music has really been a part of in all of our lives, being a very expressionate and emotional form of art and sharing messages and lyricism, lifestyles, and all sorts of stories and songwritings here. So, and back onto that whole subject, going into now moving on to the next artist, Andy Mineo has also, wow, like listening to Andy Mineo after Lecrae, when I was coming into a lot of Christian music artists and all that, I really was being blown away with these. I was like, I'm surprised I didn't hear these artists, and when I started listening to those artists, I was like, wow, like the CHH is blowing me away with all that they've like done. Like all that their music is based off of Christ and the Word and His grace and all that beautiful power of essence that is from God. That is the source of where the Christian music is grown and starts off. That's where it comes from, by their personal growth and their relationship and their growth and in their lifestyle of growing with God. That's where they head to music as an outlet or some kind of source where they're sharing and really just proclaiming the gospel of God, and also in other sorts also sharing their personal testimonies, their lifestyles, and sharing different ways of perspectives and views of everything. And that's really just helpful to the community. Not just, I'm not just saying it as a for the Christian community, but it's helpful for the community of the world to like get to know God and hear these perspectives, these stories, these storytelling, songwritings. It's really, that's the power of music in general, for like not just for one particular subject. It's for like all subjects. It's music is a form of expression, and like I've said, yeah. So heading back over, now we go to KB's influence. Wow, KB's influence really spoke to my soul. Like all the other artists really hit my soul too, but there was something about KB's music. I remember at the time when I was listening to his music, I was like, what is about KB's music that's really stirring me to think about my personal growth as a Christian and how I can really perceive and act upon being the person that I am in this world, in my position to help others and to really share my lifestyle and my testimony of God and letting other people know about God. That's really where KB really pushed that growth for me, and through listening to his music it really stirred me, and it really also stirred my pursuit and my passion for Christ. And that's that's crazy to hear, because all the artists that I'm not just going to say that for KB, but like all the artists that I listen to from CHH, everyone there always stirs or picks up something that helps me grow along my growth and my journey in my personal relationship with God and my personal daily lifestyle. And that really can go out to anyone, really, and touch you guys, anyone, and it can really click and with you, and you have some sort of epiphany or connection with something that resonates and relates to you in a sense. And it just, that's how the word in music really speaks and touches the hearts. That's how music really just, I love how I'm just saying music, and the fact of everything involves with music is, that's the whole diversity and the power of music, truly. And wow, like, and lastly, Derek Minor, his influence, like I've listened to his music, it's been inspiring. His production as well, I've noticed he does some production as well as production with others that have produced for him and all that sort of stuff. Wow, like the creativity in his lyricism and his music and all that. I notice sometimes, and I think I'm looking at his tweets the most when I hop over on Twitter, and I'm like, I feel like this guy I can really resonate with Derek Minor. It's like I have this similar creative personality, and I'm like, I feels like I'm just like so in sync with his music and his personality. It's like, wow, I feel like he's exactly kind of like me in some personal traits and all that. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is artists that have inspired me, and there are many more, but I'll leave it here as that. And hope you subscribe. Please subscribe, like, comment if you enjoyed that. leave comments below if you would like to ask questions on anything you want me to share. I'll think about requests, but right now I'm sticking to a schedule. When my schedule fades out, if it fades out, if it fades out, I'm lost track of my videos or something, I'll do requests, but I'm usually stuck on a schedule that I'm writing. So thank you for watching my videos. If you've made it this far, thank you. Really press the like button, subscribe, join me, be my family. We are family. We are all family in this world. God bless you all. This is KUYA. Peace out.
Me and my team on a new wave. Yeah, I'm on a new wave. Me and my team on a new wave. Yeah, I'm on a new wave. Me and my team on a new wave. Yeah, I'm on a new wave. Me and my team on a new wave. Me and my team on a new wave.